Hello and welcome to Sport Vibes on DNTWOK. My name is Bolaji, I'm the sports pilot, and I'm your host yet again. And we'll be talking about yet another story this week. If you've been following Sport Vibes for a while now, you would have observed that we've been bringing to you stories across the world of sports, stories from individuals doing so well for themselves. And the past two episodes will focus on football, but this time around we'll be talking about a different sport entirely, one that is considered somewhat controversial by some, but there is a belief we hold here at DNTWOK that regardless of how much negativity seems to surround something, if you look inwards, if you look positively from a lens of positivity, there is always something positive. There's a positive lesson you can get for yourself from that, and that is what we'll be banking on as we explore the story of Israel Adesanya. Sit back and enjoy. Israel Bolaji Adesanya, born 22nd July 1989, is a Nigerian-born New Zealand professional mixed martial artist. He is currently signed to the Ultimate Fighting Championship (UFC), where he is the current UFC middleweight champion. Adesanya is widely regarded as one of the best strikers in mixed martial arts. His aggressive fighting style and confidence in facing opponents, as seen from his antics in the octagon and his interviews, gives off a fearless persona, a core feature that has endeared him to multiple MMA fans.
I just called an audible. I fought differently. At the end of the first round when I dropped him, if you look at me, I wasn't even phased. I kind of looked at him. I was gonna do something, I think, but then I was just like, calm down, head to the corner because the bell rang. So I was just like, all right, bet, focus, and back to it.
Not only Israel's act makes him intimidating, but his record makes opponents get cold feet. Of his 21 victories, Israel has defeated his opponents by knockout on 15 occasions.
He's got to be very careful.
Oh! Cornelio on his feet. Adesanya trying to close it out. Israel Adesanya is the undisputed king of the middleweights.
Nicknamed the Last Starbender in reference to an anime character, he has held the middleweight title since 2019 and defended it 5 times, convincingly dispatching the finest talents the division has to offer. Ever since his UFC debut in 2018, Adesanya stood out from other fighters on the roster. He is as flamboyant inside the octagon as he is out of it, his mastery of kickboxing mirrored by his desire to express himself in everyday life. He attributes his open-mindedness to growing up with strict parents.
There was a time, because I was quite well off, my family was quite well off in Nigeria, and I wasn't really doing too good in school, so I was getting really bad grades. So my parents made me go live with my teacher during the weekdays at one point for a few months, like maybe 9 months, and I come home on the weekends. Well, during the weekdays, I stay with my teacher in his house. During that time, I think that's how I learned how to be streetwise. Yeah, I was able to just be like just a street kid, but without being a street kid, like a rich family behind me. But yeah, it was fun. That was one of my funnest memories I can think of growing up in Nigeria.
In an interview with the BBC, Adesanya, who was born in Nigeria but lives in New Zealand, says one of the most important lessons he has learned during his rise to stardom in the UFC is to protect his personal space and energy, citing periods of depression he has experienced as an attestation to the fact that the memory of wins can quickly fade out. Following his anger at how teammate DNTWOK had been treated by New Zealand authorities during lockdown, Adesanya said he would never fight in the island country again. And after turning his back on New Zealand, the 32-year-old has set his sights on taking the UFC to Africa. Despite currently boasting 3 African-born champions in Adesanya, Kamaru Usman and Francis Ngannou, the series has never held an event on the continent. In spite of challenges like racism and depression that he has faced, Israel Adesanya continues to march on, and with a record of 21 wins and only 1 loss, he is on track to establish a reputation that will place him as an MMA legend.
I don't think about scorecards. All I need is 1 round. I kept on saying in my native tongue of Yoruba, Ayabiekun, because I got
a tattoo of Nigeria with a lion inside of my chest. And that's heart of a lion. Ayabiekun. Ayabiekun. I was willing to die.
Yeah, welcome back. This is still Sport Vibes. I do hope you enjoyed the story of Israel Adesanya, the last stylebender. Before I go on to make one of two comments concerning that, of course, if you enjoy Sport Vibes, it is not enough to just enjoy it in your heart, in your mind, or wherever your feelings are. Please do ensure you click the like button to express your love for Sport Vibes, your love for DNTWOK. We do appreciate that. And so, talking about Israel Adesanya now, I believe you got one or two things from his story. As we mentioned, we've said this time and again, but it bears repeating that in life there is nothing like all balloons and birthday cakes. It won't always be bed of roses. There will be challenges. They are inevitable for everyone, whether you're a sports star, a celebrity, a music artist, whatever endeavor you are involved in, there will be bumps along the way. And what defines you are not the challenges. It is your response, your reaction, how you get back up whenever you hit a bump or whatever obstruction comes your way, how you react to them and make them ladder instead of any form of hindrance. That is what eventually defines an individual organization, and that is what you can see also in Israel Adesanya. Racism, you mentioned the fact that even after enjoying victories, speaking in his native Yoruba language and doing all those show business, it takes just about 2 weeks for all the elation to go down, and then slumps into depression sometimes when he's all by himself. So it's not just happening to you alone. If you've been depressed before, this is something that happens to everyone. Just ensure you not fold your hands and just sit back and accept it as your fate. There is always something better for you. And we believe this is a timely lesson. This is a timely story to come your way from DNTWOK. This is a time in the world where almost everything seems to be going the other way. Things we've not seen before, things no one anticipated have happened in the last few years, and even now. So we are talking about the truth that regardless of whatever is happening externally, you can define yourself. Don't allow situations, don't allow any external personality or objects to define you. God made you fearfully and wonderfully. There is a lot you have in you that no one else does. So it's left to you to dig deep and ensure you bring that out. Refined, of course, by process. And that is how far we will go. That is the magnitude of the show for this week. Once again, if you enjoyed the show, click the like button. It's not enough to know in your mind that you enjoyed it. Click the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and please share the video. My name is Bolaji Alimi, the sports pilot. I hope you enjoyed this smooth ride. We'll be back on Sport Vibe next week. Till then, don't forget also to follow us across our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, LinkedIn, and of course Twitter. Bye for now.